Hi Aries, hi cross watchers, welcome to my channel, Project Fev, Tarot and More. I'm Sharon, Intuitive Empath, and I'm going to do the love reading for Aries for the month of April. Okay, so I didn't do the premeditative this particular time around, just so that I can do like a live channeling with the shuffle and everything right in front of you guys, so you can kind of get a feel for what my process is. That way, if I ever have to do like flash videos in the future, you have a better idea of what this looks like and how this goes. A little bit of housekeeping. Hi, welcome to the channel. Click like, subscribe, help the information circulate. That way it helps more people. Messages and their resonation, how they might resonate with you. Body of the message is the confirmation. If you don't know what that is, there's an instructional video on my channel. How to know if this resonates with me. It's pretty quick, pretty easy to watch, and it kind of describes how I break down the reading based on the spread and maybe some combinations of cards, a little bit about the elements and things like that for tarot. If you're brand new to tarot, it's a really great way to get introduced to what it is, how it works, how reader, as intuitive empath, I read the cards more intuitively than I do by the meaning of the cards traditionally. That doesn't mean that I don't pick up on conventional meanings of the cards, but it just means that I'm going to pull the message or channel the message from spirit more than the cards themselves. Okay, personal readings are now available. You guys can look for the details in the description box below. Reach out to me anytime at ProjectFEVtarot@gmail.com. With any other questions, or if you want a customized reading or anything like that. Okay, we got a couple of cards moving out for you guys here already. Okay, and I do a classic Celtic cross spread, which helps me direct the energy flow of the reading. Okay, I will show you guys the cards. I do the best that I can to talk about the decks that I'm using. Sometimes the signs come up. Sometimes the signs come up. Sometimes they don't, because it's not necessarily about the astrological sign. It's about the energy of the individual or the person that I'm channeling. Messages are non-date specific, even though I'm channeling for April. If you're watching this a year from now and it resonates with you and that's what you're going through right now energetically, then take what you can from the reading and use the advice in the cards. All messages are non-gender specific. So I might use the terms he, she. Anatomically, I might talk about, anatomical body. But really masculine, feminine is talking about energies. So when I do speak in the reading, understand that I'm really talking about the more masculine energy, which is the do energy, and the feminine energy, which is the be energy. Okay, so don't think of it in terms of girly or guy type of masculinity or femininity. Okay, if it does entail a different definition than that, then I'll specify during the reading more elaborately about what that is. Also, let's see, what else? What else can I tell you? What else can I tell you with the housekeeping? I think that pretty much covers all the bases, you guys. So yeah. Okay, so let's just get right into the reading because the cards are already spread. So here's what we've got. We've got the Moon in reverse. We've got the 10 of Swords in the upright. We've got the 3 of Wands in reverse. At the basis of the situation in your headspace is the 10 of Cups. Oh my goodness. I think after a very difficult period of confusion and being in your headspace, analyzing things, I do believe at one time here, this is a recovery from the Tower moment. And the Tower had more to do with your finances and other aspects of your life that weren't relationship focused. So you weren't really relationship focused at that time for the month of March and during Mercury retrograde, which is okay. But it looks like you guys are bringing it back around. So if you got your job on lock and your finances are straight, it looks like you're focusing more on relationships. So you're either back in the dating game if you're single, reconciling with someone that kind of fell apart during the Mercury retrograde when your whole job and kind of everything was catastrophic. You're refocusing on your relationship and bringing it back together, okay? So you're moving out of this 10. The energy of the 10 signifies the close out of this cycle, particularly with the moon in reverse. So you're moving away from illusion, moving away from deluded ideas and thoughts, starting to get clarity, or you've gained clarity on the situation. You understand where this is going, okay? It still doesn't look like you've taken action as of yet, okay? I still feel like the action in the cards indicates that you'd like to take action, but your finances are not really on point. Either you don't have the money to date or take people out on dates or participate in like going Dutch or anything like that. So you still are a little bit more financially focused than love focused, but you definitely have someone that you're talking with, okay? The 9 of Cups here with the Lovers on the outskirts of the read indicate that emotionally, you're really looking for that wish fulfillment. So you're really looking to have your 9 of Cups moment. After all of this, you want recovery. You just want to recover from everything that just happened. And then the Lovers have shown up in the way that you're viewing the other person. This is a really strong, passionate bond. It's a strong, passionate connection. It also indicates, because it's a major arcana card, that it's a divine connection of some type. So this person may have been brought into your life at the right moment right now to kind of be a little bit of a recovery point, or like a knight in shining armor, or just to kind of bring you out of the dark spell that you guys have been in for the past however long, couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months here with this moon and 10 of Swords energy. Okay, so you were bobbling around a little bit. Maybe you had to work 2 jobs. Maybe you had to pick up some overtime to kind of recover. You've got the 3 of Pentacles in reverse in the past position. This really indicates that you're trying to find your footing. Things are moving in the right direction for you, but you weren't still on top of your financial situation. That's recovering, because the King of Pentacles is in the future position, but he's in reverse. So you haven't reached that maturation financially from this job. There's a lot of potential there, though, because the Knight of Pentacles is in the reverse, up in the Answer position. Okay, so you guys have Pentacles all over here. So you still got your money on your mind and your mind on your money. Okay, but this person is very tangibly playing into how that all plays out, because the 10 of Cups is in your head space. So you're really thinking emotionally a little bit right now too. Okay, so let's get some more clarification on the cards, because 5 of Pentacles is here and it's still in the upright. So we've got a little bit of recovery. You're still feeling some of the disappointment of the Tower moment, okay? And there's an element here that the person that you're dealing with is kind of at the crossroads. So let's find out what the person is, or crosswatcher. You might be the person at the crossroads, because it looks like you just came out of an abusive or difficult relationship with someone else, and there's heartache on the table. So you guys might be recovering from something too. Okay, so let's find out what we got going on here. So where are we going, Spirit? Which deck? Okay, so we're going to clarify. Okay, we're going to clarify the King of Pentacles. I didn't even vocalize it, but Spirit picked up on my energy. So there's 2 cards that came out: Clarity in reverse, Abundance in the upright. Okay, we're going to clarify the Knight of Pentacles, which is in the Answer position for you guys up top. And is it from this deck? Okay. Yes, there's a message card for that. Here it is. Challenges. Okay, so you guys still have some financial challenges. We're going to clarify the Knight of Wands in reverse. Moonology. Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, that's a good card. A new start is coming. So you're not really sure where all to put your action or how much intensity or passion to give the situation. That's okay. And okay, negativity, still being held on to some negativity, so we're going to recover from that. We're going to go to the Wild Offering deck, and we're going to get some cards for the blockages. Let's talk about the Three of Wands in reverse. Let's get clarification for the Three of Wands in reverse, Spirit. Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, patience. Ah, that's what it is. You're being held up a little bit here. Okay, so why is Aries on pause? Why is Aries on pause? I hear that as snooze, the snooze button. Wow, I feel like it wants to pop. Why is Aries hitting the snooze? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Thank you, Spirit. There it is. Humor. Humor's been coming out for a lot of people. I think everybody's like kind of in this really serious energy right now. And you know what? You're the only reading so far that hasn't gotten the damn Seven of Swords. So it looks like you guys have kind of recovered in a way where you're not in your ego space, which is really nice to see. Very refreshing, Aries. Good job. Okay, so where are we going to clarify this situation with the other outside energy? Back to the tarot. We're going to get clarity for the Five of Pentacles in the upright. Five of Pence. We've got the Four of Swords in reverse. We've got the Strength card, and we've got the Five of Cups. There's definitely a breakup over here. Okay, somebody broke up and left a situation that was no longer serving them, and for good reason, okay? But they haven't completely recovered from this, you guys. So maybe you guys are being kind of pressed by this. So the person of interest that you guys consider the lovers and that makes you really feel happy and fulfilled, they kind of want to move it slow, is what I see here. So maybe that's what the pause is over here. Is they're wanting to kind of move slow. They feel like they're at a crossroads. They're still recovering from their heartache situation. So there's a lot of disappointment that's still on the table. This is either you're dealing with a Leo or another fire sign. This is a inward feminine energy, very strong. This is a very strong individual, and it seems like right now they don't see their strength. They're not seeing their total strength. Okay, the Two of Swords is here, and you can see that this person is depicted with a blindfold. She's not able to see her strength right now, and she can't see past the Three of Swords, Five of Pentacles energy, okay? And I say she, meaning the feminine energy. So if you're a female-female relationship, think of it in terms of whoever the masculine, whoever the feminine energy can be, okay? And of course, duality exists in all the readings, so of course these roles could be flipped. Just take it as it resonates and chuck the rest and gain from it whatever clarity you can get, you guys, okay? So this person is experiencing a recovery phase, okay? The Four of Swords is in reverse, okay? So where they would be calm and respite and be gaining clarity and kind of accepting some truths and things like that and processing, they're still not even there yet. They haven't even processed through this. They're still in the Five of Cups energy, okay, which is just disappointment, loss, grief. Okay, so let's talk about blockages for this person over here. Chariot in the reverse at the bottom of the deck for this person. Okay, so that really indicates that they're just not ready to move forward. And that's okay, Aries, that's okay. Relationships card came out for them as a block. Okay, we'll get clarification on the rest of these cards from these other decks, but let me just go ahead and put all of these on the table. It kind of helps me get a better feel. Freedom and indecision came out together, so we're going to keep these cards as a grouping. All right, so let's go back to the relationships card, and it says, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So this person really deeply desires change, okay? They're walking away from the devil, but they haven't completely released the negativity or the insecurities or the lack of self-confidence or the lack of self-worth. They're working on it. They really are working on it. That's what I see here with the Strength card and the Relationship card here, is they really want to change this about themselves, or they're awakening to who they really are as the feminine. And it may be that they're, you know, in a twin flame and they're starting to come to the recognition of that. And Aries, maybe you guys already know and understand that you guys are in this divine relationship, and your partner is starting to wake up to that, okay? So there's a lot of work to be done here, but Aries, you've got the Patience card in the basis of the situation. Sorry for the glare, you guys. I'm not sure why that's happening right now, but there's a lot of light coming through on these cards. At the basis of the situation with the Three of Wands in reverse is you guys might be ready to move forward and you're all excited about this, but you're being slowed down. There's Pentacles here. There's still some other things. In order to get solid footing and a solid foundation for this relationship to be successful and tangible and tethered to the earth, tethered to the ground, tethered to reality, and not get carried away, it's going to require patience, okay? Aries, sometimes you guys struggle a little bit with patience, and I'm hesitant to use the word struggle because you guys don't really fight necessarily with patience. A lot of times you go with the flow and you kind of take things as it is. But when you want something and you want it done, Aries, you guys are like the doers. You're the doers of the universe. When you want something and you want it done yesterday or maybe last week. So I think that there's some more messages about challenges. Okay, yeah, that's right. We had the card up there for challenges. So you have patience, which is I accept that everything happens in divine order. Okay, so if this is a divine relationship, even if it's not a divine relationship and it's just a divine partner that's been brought at the right time, at the right place, and that's how it feels, like it just feels so right. It feels so good. It feels so passionate. This other person isn't ready to release, okay? And freedom is at the base of their situation with indecision, okay? Which means they want to feel completely free to decide wholly and wholeheartedly when they're ready to do this. They don't want to feel pressured. Okay, so I feel like it's a very delicate situation right now with them, and any little bit of pressure, even a little bit of impatience on your part, Aries, and I feel like this could tip the scales away from the Ten of Cups energy and back into the Five of Pentacles energy. Okay, so just kind of, even if it feels like you're walking on eggshells right now, if this person's your lover and you've got the 9 and 10 of Cups on the table, and this is a divine partnership, then really part of what's going on here is loving yourself to love the other person, and loving the other person to love yourself. You guys are, that's the paradox that exists in twin flame relationships. Okay, so if that's really what you guys got going on here, then understanding that this person has what seems like more internal work, more spiritual work, more psychological work, more emotional work, more releasing, more purging, more ascending, more awakening to do than where you're at, that's okay. It's absolutely okay where they're at, because you guys can take your energy and focus it in on building a firm foundation and getting this start with you guys solid. Okay, that's the Pentacles in reverse. It's there. The resources are there. You just have to go through the steps methodically and do the work. No jumping the gun. Okay, so the message in the cards is to gain absolute clarity, because you don't have everything all clear yet. It's not a thumbs up all clear, and then your abundance is coming. Okay, so the card for clarity says, let me trust my deepest instincts in all ways, especially when matters are unclear. May my own holy intuition always guide the way. There's no cards of intuition on the table right now, except for the Moon card. And I think right now you guys have a little bit of a disconnect with the Ten of Swords energy, where you guys are just ready to be in your heart space and done with your head space. Don't get carried away with that. Okay, don't shoot the messenger, Aries. Just don't get carried away with that. Like, feel it and feel it passionately and feel it fully. I'm not saying, you know, dumb down or you know, stop being passionate and feel it fully. You're absolutely right to do that, but don't feel it so much and turn this off too. Okay. So, there's a real need to maintain the balance here, because this person over here isn't in balance yet. They're gaining their balance, but they're not there yet. Okay, and then the other card is the abundance card. Divine Beloved, please show me how to feel fully deserving to receive. I release my ego's plan and open to being a vehicle for abundance. Okay, so abundance includes not just financial abundance, but this is abundance in love too. Okay, opening your heart to receive love, not just show and express love, is a vital part of this person's rehabilitation process. Okay, allowing them to feel successful in loving you is going to help them recover from whatever the situation is that they were in. I'm not sure what it is specifically. Of course, I would have to do a personal reading to channel your specific energy and in your partner's specific energy. But it looks like they're recovering from either addiction, or they're recovering from an abusive relationship, or they're getting out of some situation over here. I do feel Piscean energy here with the, I just feel Piscean energy is what I'm feeling over here. So if you guys are dealing with a Pisces, with the devil in reverse, they're coming out of some type of situation. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, even though the cards don't necessarily represent Pisces here. From what I see, they may not be fully in their own strength as a Piscean. They might not be balanced and in their strength as a Pisces, so they might be a little unhealthy right now. Okay, so just understand that, and I'm sure you guys do, Aries, because you guys will probably pick up on the fact that they need a little sensitivity. So even if they're a little bit moody right now, or they're hitting some of your triggers, it's real important to love them more than they're loving you right now. Not unrequited. It's not unrequited. This is a mutual love. Just, okay, I want to put this delicately so that there's no blame, okay? So I'm going to really channel the message from my guides, okay? Because this is not about pointing fingers or blame. This is just about the orientation of the relationship and how to progress it positively with the best outcome possible. Okay, I want you guys to be successful. In the deepest part of my heart, I want you guys to find love. You deserve love. Everything that you guys have just been through and recovered from. I mean, you guys definitely deserve a great relationship, okay? And if this person makes you feel the 9 and 10 of Cups and the Lovers, then this is a significant relationship for you guys. No doubt this is significant. Okay, but this other person is recovering for themselves, so they can't see the significance in the relationship yet. So it's like someone who's just learning how to ride a bike versus somebody who's been riding a bike for 10 years. Okay, it takes patience to teach somebody how to ride a bike. And even though you see an adult person, it's inside, internally, they're not fully capable of behaving like an adult in every sense of the word, emotionally and psychologically right now, because they're a little bit broken, or they feel very broken. And heartache, I mean, with the 5 of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords, this is probably somebody that could be suffering from severe depression right now. Okay, severe depression. And the fact that I don't see any cups here except for the 5 of Cups, which is about the grief and disappointment, means that they have not even processed through their emotions. They're still probably angry and maybe even mad at themselves. They could be taking it out on themselves, okay? And there might even be some self-abuse here with their thought process or their internal dialogue. They're being really hard on themselves, okay? And that's causing them to be indecisive about where to place and focus their energies. All of that's absolutely okay. It's a human experience, and that's where they're at. Okay, so if you're willing to be patient with that, the cards say that your abundance is coming and a new start is coming, okay? A new start is coming. So that's why in your desired outcome, the Knight of Wands is in reverse, okay? So I think notoriously this card is known in the tarot deck for being the player, the fire energy, Aries, the flirt, right? The dynamic charmer. Okay, the Knight of Wands is in reverse in the desired outcome. So if you were a player type, I'm not saying that you were, it might not resonate with all of you, but if you were flirting and you were charming and you were kind of being like playing the field, let's put it that way, if you were playing the field, this person took you right off the field and put you in the, they benched you for now, okay? So you might not be the MVP of their life just as of yet because they're still recovering. But, you know, I think that you probably get this person to laugh, or humor might be the way to bond you guys together, because humor came out, but where I placed it was you're on one side and they're on the other, and humor where I placed it was right in the middle because I wasn't sure which card it necessarily clarified. I didn't get that information when the card pulled, but I can clearly see now that the humor is what's going to kind of bring this bond closer together. Okay, this person needs to laugh and they need to feel free and they just need to feel light and airy and fun. And you guys, you know, you're definitely bringing the fire. This person just needs to be restored in their sexiness and in, you know, a lot of their self-worth has been challenged by their experiences. Okay, so this is someone who's been through some significant trauma and they're in recovery. They're in recovery, okay? So kudos to you guys for even showing up on the table with the 9-10 and the Lovers card for this person. Your hearts are open towards them and you're just really you're like rooting for them. You're really rooting for them, and that's admirable behavior, you guys. I love seeing that in the reading here, that you guys are willing to take your time, refocus a little bit on your finances, no pressure to this other person. You kind of know where you're at with them, and you know, you're just gonna lighten their day and just make life a little easier for them and come in and kind of swoop in and help out. And I really like to see that. That's a great quality about Aries, is when you guys are healthy, and this shows to me that you guys have done a lot of internal work to become more healthy Aries. When you guys are healthy in your head and heart space, Aries are some of the most amazing people on the damn planet. They are loyal, ride or dies, and they will just go to bat for you. And, you know, if somebody comes at you and, you know, they're your friend and they say, you know, oh, I'm having a bad day, this person, you know, bullied me. They're like, whose ass we kicking today? You know what I'm saying? I love that about Aries. I love you guys so much, like so much, so deeply. Some of my greatest, deepest, and best relationships have been with Aries people. You know who you are. I love y'all. So let's talk about the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is the answer energy, not the outcome necessarily. The future position is more the outcome, and it looks good. Future looks good. But challenges. Okay, so it looks like you guys are going to have some challenges. And before I read the message on this card, I'm being led to 2 decks plus the tarot. So challenges that you guys are going to be experiencing in April, just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up. Okay, so making it more challenging is to be egocentric with your pursuit on this. Mind you, the ego is controlled by the pain body, so if your pain body is triggered, the ego has a very subtle way of presenting itself in those situations when it wants to protect the pain body. And the ego for Aries, like I said, when Aries is unhealthy, overprotective of self, their pain body is dense and active. The ego for Aries tends to be rather cruel, almost Guantanamo Bay kind of behavior. Okay? Okay. So although love and surrender have shown up here as challenges, it could be a sense of, I want to say self, but let's, there's 2 more cards that want to come out from the Moonology deck and then some tarot cards. So let's do the Moonology because we're going to follow Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. We are clarifying The Knight of Pentacles in reverse for Aries for April challenges. Cards pop out when they want to, guys. Sorry it's taken long, but that's what it is. I'd rather have the right card than just any card. So we'll have patience and wait, won't we? Okay, we're going to clarify Knight of Pentacles in reverse for Aries for the month of April. Okay, Spirit, this is already a 30-minute video. Just saying. You guys are being told to be patient, not me. Okay, here it is. It's okay, here we go. I can feel it. The energy is building. Okay, there's one of them. One more. Up. And there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. Split the deck to come out. Came out in a big way. So let's really listen to what these say. All right. Here you go. Challenges. Okay, so let's start with the challenge card so that you can kind of understand that these aren't necessarily like obstacles or blockages in the same respect as like the indecision and freedom card was, or the patience card where you're developing these things. These are either internal or external, and they could be events is what I'm getting, what I'm channeling. They could just end up presenting themselves as events where you're called to, you know, open your toolbox and go, oh, this is a situation where I need to apply patience. Oh, this is a situation where I need to apply love. Oh, this, I need to, you know, pull out my humor. That's what, you know, so finding the right tool for the event or the situation is really going to be the key for April. Okay. Is using the right tool from your toolbox. So challenges, unbearable situations throw you directly into God's arms if you are open. Please take over, Divine, and guide the right actions. Please take this burden and show me your will. Okay, so I'm really getting a strong message here of breathe. Take a second, breathe, don't react. Because this person, I have a feeling when they start to purge, if they were with a narcissist or in an abusive relationship, when they start to purge, there's going to be a lot of words of blame, okay? So just so that you can psychologically prepare in your headspace, because it doesn't seem like you're wanting to be as active in your headspace. Your heart space is very open, okay? But it's important to have a game plan that is not egocentric. Does that make sense, Aries? Okay? Because by default, you could fall back on your ego once triggered, if your pain body is triggered by this person. And when you're dealing with someone who has a dense active pain body, it is a challenge to maintain your balance, maintain your presence, and maintain your focus and not react. Okay, so it's very much that Zen principle, very much that Buddhist principle of detachment. Okay, Eckhart Tolle does speak a lot about this. Maybe you guys can find some videos on YouTube or something like that. If that resonates with you, then you know, try doing something like with the New Earth or the Power of Now, and you know, just find something and have some tools at the ready is what I'm getting. That's just what came through from my spirit guides. Have these tools at the ready. You're going to need them. Okay, so love, unconditional love for yourself and for this other person, okay? I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things, okay? Surrender, okay? Not to this person, not to the relationship, not to the love. You're not surrendering to any of those. You're being used in this situation, or utilized. I don't want to say used, because it's not like you're in a malfeasant kind of way or a maleficent kind of way. You're not being used by this person. I feel like you're being used by the divine or utilized by the divine as a kind of active tool yourself. That's why you feel so drawn and magnetically attracted to this situation. This is the situation you're meant to be in. This is the time and place that you're meant to be it for this person, okay? Surrender to that purpose in the divine knowledge and understanding that that's why you're here, okay? It's not about it's not about your purpose in rehabilitating this person the way that you want to, and it's not going to look and sound the way that you think it is. Okay, so surrender your need to control. I can release my need to control. You may need to recite that to yourself in your head, in your inner dialogue, or even out loud many, many, many times this month when you're dealing with this person, rehabbing this person, okay? I think that also confidence is key to your success is the card that came out from the Moonology deck. Okay, and you can see the lion is depicted here, and the strength card also has a lion, so I want to point out that we have some synchronicity here. Okay, so we have a message from the divine here that there's signs and synchronicity. If you're seeing signs and experiencing some of that, then that's how you can know. So look for lions. Okay, it might actually be this person's favorite animal. Okay. And then it says here, your hard work is paying off. So this is going to be hard work for you because you're going to have to do work on yourself in order to maintain your composure while this person does work and you help them release and purge. Okay, that's what I'm getting from the message here. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys for the month of April. Good luck with everything. If you guys want a personal read so that I can make it more specific to your situation, look for the details down in the description box below. And as always, click like. That helps the video circulate to as many people as this may help. Click subscribe. That also helps the channel circulate. And then if you feel like it, the notification bell is right there. You'll get little pop-ups and notifications when I upload new content. You guys know how YouTube works. I'm sure I don't have to tell you this housekeeping work. Okay, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate that you're here. I appreciate that you guys give feedback. If you want to leave comments, go ahead and let me know what's going on with your situation. I always try to be attentive to what they say and be mindful or thoughtful about giving responses. I feel for every one of your situations, you know, like the whole reason why I'm doing this is because I really have a heart to help people, and this is the way that I've been given to help people that I can't immediately directly touch or affect. Okay, so I'm kind of going with the flow of it, and that's why I appreciate that you're here. That's why I appreciate any new subscribers. Hi newbies, hi to those, welcome back, that are already subscribed to the channel. And then for me personally, I like coming on and seeing there's new subscribers. I don't know. I guess it's a little validating to some extent. You know, if it happens, it happens. If you guys subscribe, it's cool. If you don't, it's cool too. But I'm just saying it's just something that I really like to see. So yeah. Anyway, I really appreciate it I really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much again. Have a great night.